Welcome back to Truck Scotty in Great Lakes. We are just leaving Dryden right now, and Dryden, Ontario on the 17th, going westbound, and we're trying to get to Winnipeg. Well, that's for tonight. That's where I'm planning on stopping for the night. I gotta be in Calgary for noon Tuesday. I had some problems with my reefer today, and now it's working fine. So I was held back a little bit. So if I can get to Winnipeg, the truck stop in Winnipeg, then that's good. Happy with that. And Sunday night, it's going to be difficult trying to find a place to park. And on top of that, going across Canada, there's really not too many truck stops in the first place. Not a lot of places to stop. So, if I stop in Winnipeg, Winnipeg at the truck stop there. Whatever time that I get there, I'm going to be up and moving either 8 hours later or 10 hours later. So if that means that I'm getting up at, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning, then so be it. I'll make a cup of coffee. I got a Bang energy drink in here. I don't think I'm going to drink it, but I got one. I'm more than likely to keep it for in the morning. At least this way I can get to as close as I can to Calgary or to Alberta, then take my 10 hours off and then resume. I had to take 10 hours off because I'm not too sure if I'm going to be going into the States or not. Can't just go into the States with only 8 hours off. So in Canada you're allowed 13 hours worth of driving, 16 hours total on duty and or driving time, and you don't have to take a 10-hour break. You can take an 8-hour break. But in the States, you know that you're either crossing the States the next day, you have to call the American rules. You really don't want to get across into the States and be in violation already because you only took 8 hours instead of 10 hours. So, we don't want it. And trust me, I like my 10 hours off. Anyways, sit back, get yourself a snack, a drink, and relax, and see what we can see up here. Who knows, we might be lucky and see a moose. You never know. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate that. I got this four-wheeler minivan behind me, and he looks like he can't wait to pass me. On this highway, we're only allowed to go 90 kilometers, and I'm doing 105 kilometers, and this guy still wants to get past me. And I can't go too much faster because, as you can see, there's a couple of vehicles in front of me, and then a big truck. So, yeah. So this van is not going to, well, he's going to have to wait. to go faster, but speed limit, like I said, is 90 kilometers an hour, which is like 55 miles an hour. I know we're allowed to, the cops don't bother you doing 105 kilometers. They don't bother you with that. Any more than 105, that's it. They'll nail you to the wall. Well, here we go. This minivan is going to attempt to pass me on the passing lane, on the turning lane. I'm just going to wave at him. He didn't get that far. He's just ahead of me, but he didn't get that far, did he? That die on this highway for doing stupid things. I had a friend of mine, two friends, coming out this way, and they came across a head-on collision, and they were pretty much second on the scene, and the road was closed down because one of the drivers actually, the car itself, had a head-on collision with a transport truck, and we believe that the driver of the car was trying to commit suicide. Which, if that was what he was trying to do, then he successfully did. Unfortunately, the truck driver is going to deal with that for the rest of his life. And that messes up the truck driver. And he didn't do anything wrong, and now he has to deal with that for the rest of his life. I'm not saying it's a good thing to commit suicide, but if you're going to commit suicide, do it by yourself. Jump off a bridge, jump off of whatever, shoot yourself in the head, I don't care. Just don't bring anybody else along with you. Not right. Suicide isn't the answer anyways. It really isn't. So then one of my other friends, she came back this way, going the opposite way than what we're doing right now. And yesterday there was another accident, another fatal accident. When she was coming back the opposite way. So she came across two fatal accidents in one trip. Going out to Calgary from Toronto, and from Calgary back to Toronto. She came across two deaths, two accidents that had someone died in. So, and these highways here, there's so many people that are in a rush. Like I'm in a rush. But I won't jump over and pass this day in Ross. Won't. Not unless there's a passing lane. But there's lots of drivers that will jump over and pretty much force the people that are oncoming to go on the shoulder because they want to go by them. I don't know why the day in Ross had to hit his brakes right there. I don't know if there's anybody in front of him, I can't tell. Probably not. But there he is, hitting his brakes again. A lot of these drivers are just new and they're nervous. So they hit their brakes. And they need it, but I get it, we were all new. Anybody that's a truck driver, we were all new at one point. And maybe it's their first winter driving in it, right? Like, you never know. And it can be nerve-wracking. I remember when I started driving a truck. I was white knuckling it going around corners. I ran a curve on a highway, and then when it was in construction, forget it, I was panicking. Now I don't panic. I've been doing this for 24 years. But I remember when I was new at this. Thought I knew everything about this company, this job. But I didn't know nothing. I didn't know anything. And I've learned so much through the years. And I try to help the newcomers. I try to help the new drivers. But some of the stuff that I know is old stuff, and we don't have that. The technology has changed. The trouble having to go across the border and how many manifests you had to write out and all that fun stuff, and then going to see the customs or brokers first, and then going and waiting in line for customs and spending half the day, 3/4 of the day of your day at customs trying to clear your load to get going. Or sliding your wheels a certain way, or having two people to unhook your fifth wheel, your truck from your trailer, having one person pulling on the knob while the other one pulls forward. Or the same with the trailer, trying to slide your wheels around on your trailer. Having to pull that. I even had a bar with a hook on the end of a chain, and I'd put the hook onto the arm and put the bar against the trailer, and then I would heave hove on it, and that would release the slider on the trailer. If you had no one else around, I have one of them. Now it's just hit a button, and it's all air, and the pins just suck in, and no more of that. But there's still stuff that I know that I can help out that is still, standard thing. But I would think it would be standard, but these new drivers, they don't know nothing. These new drivers, they have these e-logs. They don't have to figure out, driving times or anything like that, right? They don't have to do any of that. But truck driving school never taught me how to do my logbook. They taught me how to drive truck, never taught me how to do logbook. And we had paper logs back then. I miss those paper logs, but I also like the fact that we have the e-logs. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to sit there and go, where am I? Where did I end up meeting up at? And here I am talking your off again. How are you supposed to enjoy, eat your snack and drink your drink when I'm, So this is a true Canadian for you right here. I'm sorry. True Canadian right there. I say sorry all the time. Even not my fault. I still say sorry. True Canadian. I don't say the hey and all that stuff. I don't say any of that stuff. And if I do, I don't pay attention. But I spend more time out here. I spend more time in the United States than I do in my own country. At least I used to. This company is half and half at this point. Half Canada, half the States. Especially when I'm doing out west. Because we go out west through Canada. And then we go into the States and then we pick up something and we come back. Or we just grab something and come back through Canada. You don't have to keep on hitting your brakes. 2 more kilometers and I can try to pass this guy. That's like less than a mile away. And I can pass this guy. Man, I need to get to that truck stop as soon as I can. Then I can get up early in the morning and drive some more. But this guy constantly hitting. There's no one in front of him. That's the thing. There's no one in front of him. Is there anybody in front of him? No, not a person in front of him. So the question I have is, why does he have to hit the brake? Well, he does. We're coming up to a little curve here. You'll watch. You'll have probably hit his brakes. Yeah, he's going to prove me wrong. Alright. Here's the passing lane right here. I gotta say, this Volvo is awesome. I got this little button on the dashboard that says P for power. And I got that extra little step on my fuel. And it gives me that much more power to get up the hill and get past everybody. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that guy's definitely a new driver. He's really young and everything. So I would love to show you how far he is behind me already, but he's already 2 truck lengths away from me. Talking to you guys. I hope that I didn't